League of Legends, much like in real life, everyone is equal, but some characters are just more equal, if you get what I'm saying, and let's say that my main is less equal. So in this video I'm going to go over some of this Nico downgrade. I mean WTF bro, she even stole my signature 48 AD. Before we, and by we I mean only me, because you aren't doing anything. I want to mention I'm using text-to-speech bots at this point because my voice sounds worse than a League of Legends player after 2 seconds in ranked playing top lane against a Vayne. Getting no ganks and being left alone like the sad puppy that he is. Oh yeah, kennen. So anyway, his passive is stolen by Silas. After landing basically a full combo, kennen gets the reward of a shitty stun and less energy than a monster drink. Noteworthy that this bad boy is the reason this champ can't have any CC in his kit other than this, because this shit is mad cancer. For the kennen player, that is, I have to work a minimal wage job 9 to 5 just to achieve what Ornn does with his missed skill shots. Not to mention it's reduced if you dare try to 1v1 a champion. Oh no, you can't go back to top lane ever again after getting solo killed. But I'm sure your mid lane Irelia will agree to a rotation mid. Just kidding, she will only exit her lane when she exits the game as a whole. Kennen's Q is a basic skill shot with less base damage than some supports' auto attack and with more cooldown than some ultimates rank 1. He fires a skill shot that does nothing more than a low amount of damage, and that's it. You either max the skill or you go play Gnar for the same skill shot just with a slow, piercing more range, and a return hitbox just in case. His W is one of the only reasons to ever play him, that is to be cooked by Riot's spaghetti code. Kennen shoots a gun at anyone who is marked by the storm with his passive or ult. It has a radius, you just have to assume, because Riot won't make an indicator for some reason. The best part of this move is that if you W but the target dies before the bolts shoot out, you get rewarded with a unique buff for a short time, Depression. Oh, it also has a passive that every 5th auto does 2 more damage and applies a mark. His E is where the money's at. He becomes ghosted and gets 100% move speed for a few seconds and then gets attack speed, so he can do 40 damage but faster with his autos. While in the fast state he also deals damage to anyone he touches, Corona style. But since this champ isn't allowed to have proper wave clear using his main stun move and only mobility, this deals 50% damage to minions and monsters. That is if it even hits the monster, which it won't half the time because Krugs are immune to it if he touches their parents, as if it's superhero movie. Now I know I already sold you on the idea, but this is the move you actually want from this champion: the money. The R button. Kennen starts using a move so broken it's worth flashing into 5 people just to get more value out of it. It's not stopped by noise too, so you can become immune and still wreck the enemy team. Note that if you don't use this move you will lose, doesn't matter fed or not, 5v1 or not, and even if the enemy is AFK. You either use this move or you lose to a 2-item UMI, those 2 items being Moby boots and plastic fork she stole from the nearby restaurant. Now I know this all doesn't sound too good. A character that is worthless 120 seconds after using his ultimate is very bad. Well, yes. But what if there was a way to circumvent all these problems? Think about it. Who isn't supposed to do anything 90% of the game and still carry? Doesn't have to worry about farm or positioning and still do damage. As real, I mean support. The way Shurima was meant to be built isn't alone. It's together. The power of friendship and unity will make us strong brothers. Rise up and obey the call of Kel'Thuzad. So anyway, this game is going completely regularly. My auto-filled ADC I begged for the whole of champ select not to buy a turbo chem tank is spam pinging me for God knows what. As I turn on the most important setting in this whole game, I see the prophecy that top gap will be the factor this game, and just not taking the hint, I continue to play normally. Apparently Yin forgot to turn on the internet DLC this game, so he has hard lag all this game. That is the only explanation for this quote-unquote gameplay. So I tell this man that intelligence is like numbers, that negative times negative is positive, so he tries out the theory just to fail to understand that the only number he has is above 500. I somehow ended in mid with a 2 health rock that gets to meet the dock while he eats some cock. One thing leads to another and we can see Yang get ganked by his own laners or something. Let's just hope this is the ping and not him. So kennen top wasn't working and taking him support didn't help either, so I did the only thing you would do in this scenario. Quit.
諦めんだよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだ、そこで。もう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメダメダメ、諦めたら。周りのことを思うよ。応援してる人たちのことを思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところ、しじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそ、ネバギブアップ。
Yes, Shen is right, we have to enforce equilibrium. But how? Playing kennen failed horribly. Even Shurima fell once, surely there is a way to fix this. What if? What if we use kennen? And not lose? This is too mad of a strategy to work, surely this will fail. I just have to go main Darius or Mordekaiser. He is right, I shouldn't give up. It's time to not lose. So going into lane I use my incredible auto attack like 50 times and do about 20% of her health, but that's progress boy, so I keep on the poke. Mr. Game Balance kills the disappointment of a champion too, but it's as in, so who cares? It seems Kale is doing the don't recall challenge hardcore, so at this point I just wait for my jungler to dive her, but you don't lock-ins in to use your brain, so I guess no dive. The One Direction reject literally reveals that is in our jungle ready to flank me 5 years early, but that won't stop me from getting ganked, so I say nah man, just come in, I don't mind. My dumb ass was saved by his incompetence to kill a man with a whole lane before him. Apparently Kale's mental challenge is still going strong, so she stays 2 health and no mana again when she had clearly enough time to recall, but I won't complain. They don't call me Barry Allen for nothing, so I finally put her out of her challenge. Oh, mid-gap Nita Lee is here to say hi. Man, walking back to lane sure is fun. Don't you love League of Legends? If only there was some summoner spell that could have saved those 3 hours, but at least I got to stall out this video a bit from that. Gank me once, shame on me. Gank me twice, I will take your simp soul to my blender and make a jungle dip shake. But this wasn't working all too well, so I tried to run away thinking that they will just withdraw. But he didn't put on his wig just to not look like a clown, so that's a blue buff for me. Some other things happened, but let me shorten the game to just the completion of my incredibly sexually attracting R button doing his work. Another stolen penta for my collection, and we end this game with a banger. So in conclusion, should you practice kennen today? Hell nah man, he was shit since the start of pre-season and only got nerfs. I'm maining Mord now.